Just had a really good training session. Very tired. It's been a full day. And really good energy in the room today. Just kind of very peaceful and intense energy at the same time. And I felt good because the technique we were going over, I understood it, so I was able to help some other people with it, and that felt good. It feels good to be one of the students that can be relied on, and I notice how good that feels if my coach asks me to do something, or if the coaches ask me to demonstrate something, or just to be their dummy as they demonstrate something on me. It's an honor to be in that role. So it feels good to be useful. Help teach some kids classes today. Just was a good groove overall. I turned on the record button without knowing exactly what I was going to say. I knew what I was going to start out with, but I just feel like every night when I sit down to do these, I can feel myself getting stuck in analysis paralysis because I'm thinking about what I want to say, and I'm noticing how I want to have everything covered in my mind before pressing record. And life doesn't work that way. But I think that that's what a lot of us do. We want to have everything covered before going into something because we're risk averse. And so we don't want to be in situations where we don't know what to do. So we procrastinate, and we don't start a lot of things because we tell ourselves, well, I want to be ready before I start it. But in order to be ready to the perfectionist standard that we need to feel comfortable is impossible. Even if it were possible, it takes a lot of time and energy, which we typically don't have. So to do all that work ahead of time is practically impossible and certainly very demoralizing. So most people don't even do it. So you don't end up starting a lot of things that you want to do. And the thing is, all of that is not necessary. You don't have to be totally prepared before going into something. You just need to know what the first step is. Take the first step, and then the next step will be shown to you. Now, there are things in life that you want to be more prepared for than that. There are things that are life and death. But most things are not life and death. Most things are, well, let me take the first step and then I'll find out what the next step is. So the best thing to do is just to start. I'm sitting here looking at my dog, and he's my first dog. I've had him for 8 years now, But before I had him, I decided I wanted a dog. I had never had a dog, so I didn't know how to take care of a dog. And so this was actually kind of like a good example of how to behave on my part, which at the time was not common for me. I decided, okay, I'm going to volunteer at an animal shelter because they have dogs there and I'll learn how to take care of dogs there. So I did that. And then within like the first week, he was brought in. And I decided I wanted to adopt him. And I did. So that moved a lot more quickly than I thought it was going to. But the first step was just, okay, I don't know how to take care of a dog. What's one thing I can do? Well, I can go volunteer at an animal shelter and they'll teach me. And that's what happened. So moving from that step, from the place of wanting something to actually doing something about it, that's really critical. That's a place where a lot of people fall down. And that's the place we have to transcend. It's a very human thing. And it's one of the most critical, if not the most critical things to kind of get over, to overcome in order to accomplish things and be self-actualized. So the more we can do that, the more we can master converting thought into action, the closer to our full potential we will be.